Fake news and misinformation are nothing new, but in a connected world where content can be shared quickly, circulating false or misleading stories can just be a few clicks away. While global online platforms and new technologies might aid the spread of fake news, they can also be used to combat this menace. Let's hear more from Temiloluwa Shobowale.
Fake news just reinforces our bias, and that's why it's difficult to solve it, because if you have a bias against somebody and the news comes out that reinforces that bias, you don't even want to know whether it's fake or true. Just keep it to buttress your point and you share it. So basically what happens is fake news comes up and people who have a bias towards it will use it. So it's difficult to stop because people always have biases against government, against individuals, against companies. And if anything comes to reinforce that, whether it's fake or true, most of the time fake, you will take it up and run with it without even fact checking or no. You can run with it and later find out it's false, but at that point when you want to buttress something or you want to make a point to your friends that you know what you are talking about, you take the news and run with it. So fake news will keep going on and on until people realize that it's not what is important, it's not your bias that is important, it's what is true that is important, right? Until you get to that point, fake news will keep trending and keep going on and on.
And how can digital technologies help? Are there tech tools that allow people vet information that they receive?
So what happens is there are a lot of tools. Google has a fact checker tool, right? There are a lot of other AI tools that have been built to do fact checking, and that really helps organizations or individuals. But the most challenging problem is the nuance of your environment. What is fake in Nigeria is different from what is fake outside of the country. So we need to have our own system of saying this is fake news and this is true news. Now, technology will now be able to, over time, learn what is fake and what is true, and now be able to alert individuals. Say, look, this thing has an 80% or a 5% possibility of being fake. So you have to be cautious about sharing information from this news or sharing this news, right? And that works basically. So what happens most of the time is lots of tools around the world have been built to do this to help with managing fake news. But locally, I don't think we'll build any tool that will help us, because things that happen here is quite different from what happens outside of the country. Right? What is fake to us is not what might be fake to them. So we need to build a system of database, and this is fake news, this is true news, and train our own AI and tools to be able to identify and flag, not just identify, flag the news to say, look, this thing looks to be fake. So you have to be wary of sharing the information that this has got to you. With that, we're able to reduce people just sharing information without having an idea. Even if you have an alert to say, look, this is almost fake, you will hold back a little bit and do a few research before you share. That will reduce the negativity of viral sharing of fake news, maybe by about 50%, right? And over time, you get to know that, look, what this comes out as fake. This platform is meant for fake news. It's not, but tools have been built. Lots of tools have been built to do this, but locally we don't have anyone. But I think we should do that because our local nuance is different from what is happening globally.
There is a new EU regulation that's supported by the Digital Services Act that will demand tech firms to deal with disinformation and fake news on the platforms. How will this reduce the impact of fake news online without necessarily infringing on the rights of free speech?
Well, the regulation has its own place, but even with most of the websites, they've absorbed themselves of the responsibility, right, of being the ones to be punished for users making mistakes on their platform. So most of the time with the terms of use on most of the social networks, when you sign, most people don't read it, but there's a place that tells you that you are solely responsible for information that you share on this platform, and you'll be held responsible for anything. And so the best that that regulations can do is to send information to the owners of the platform to say, look, this is a fake platform. Sorry, this is a fake. This is an account doing something fake. The best they can do is shut it down, right? There's nothing more that regulations can do, because the companies themselves are protected on the legal side by their terms of use, right? The best we can do is to make the users of the platform understand the impact of fake news and what it causes to the economy and to countries. And when people understand the impact, they would rather not share than share. So they know, because they know the impact, they will not share. But I think with the regulatory part, they've tried a lot of time to regulate these things, but it's getting bigger and bigger, right? Regulation is good, but the platform owners have also protected themselves in that regard, right? So what we need to do is to make sure that the people that share this news are also somehow have repercussions, maybe punishment or something, right? So they know that, look, you don't just share, because you can share inflammatory information that can cause lots of things, right? Regulation is one side, but the platform owners also have to do a few things on the side to help the government, right? Or when things get sent to them, they act on it as quickly as possible to protect things from getting into. But with regulation, I think regulation is good, but it's much more than that. The platform owners should decide to self-regulate and do what is right to their platform, proactively using their technology to know when a fake account is being created, because they have tools and AI that can detect when a fake account has been created. They can stop those ones proactively instead of waiting for it to do damage before you now get alerted on it. They can use their tools on their own to help complement what the government is doing on the regulatory side.
Let's talk about deepfakes and fake accounts that have also been identified as other forms of disinformation. What are the dangers that they present, and how can we counter them?
Deepfake is a major problem. It's a major issue that that AI, the advantage of AI and the advantage of AI, that's what deepfake has done. Deepfake is just, for example, the way you are speaking with me, with deepfake, I'm able to get your voice, I'm able to get your tone, I'm able to get your emotions into an audio, and I'm able to now remove the original version and insert what I want to insert into the conversation, and it sounds exactly like you. So most of the time, it is even harder to even know when something is deepfake or not, right? So it's a major problem, because people can now manipulate audio, video, right, and then use it to cause harm, right? Also, the other side is this: the people that say negative things. For example, if you say something and people tell you said that, you can easily say, "Oh no, I didn't say it. Somebody used deepfake AI to do it." So what I think needs to happen, people need to be aware of this. For you to be able to prevent yourself from deepfake things, you need to reduce your exposure online as much as possible. What you say, where you say it, right? As much as possible, limit them, because deepfake is based on AI and algorithm. The more information I have about you, the more I'm able to build algorithms that replicate you. The more I'm able to train systems that can speak like you, wink like you, and do things like you. So as much as possible, we should try to limit our exposures, right? And try as much as possible to take control of our privacy ourselves online. That is the only way that you can fight against deepfake. Deepfake is there today because it's AI. It's the same thing powering many tools around the world, right? So we need to find a way to manage it. An understanding of the system or how it works is very important. So if you understand that it's based on the data you give out, that deepfake can be done about you, then you reduce what you give out, your audio, your video. I don't say you shouldn't interact, but as much as possible, limit it to the places and sources that you trust. That is the only way I think deepfake can be reduced currently.
Well, Temi, it was such a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you very much.